Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky.
Hi there, One Plexus. Today I want to talk to you about some tools for success and for personal growth that will allow you to develop and build an amazing team with Plexus and take you all the way to the top. My name is Christine Weir. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I have been with Plexus for 15 months. I signed up on March the 4th, 2014. And what has happened to me in the last 15 months has been nothing short of amazing. So I want to share just a little bit with you about that. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you some tools to help you succeed with Plexus. So for the last 19 years, I have taught in public school. I've been a kindergarten, pre-K, and first grade teacher, with the majority of my experience being in kindergarten. And I am a very passionate teacher. I absolutely love what I do, and I love teaching little people. But at the end of the school year, just a few weeks ago, I actually turned in a leave of absence. And today I am sitting before you as a stay-home mom. So how did I do that? I did it with Plexus. So today I want to talk to you about how I got there and some things that I did along the way to help me succeed. The first thing that I did was to dream big and to get a plan. And in order to have success in this business, you cannot just wish for it. You actually have to dream big and then get a plan for success that drives you every day. The first and foremost thing you need to do is figure out why you're doing Plexus. What are you wanting to attain with Plexus and how you're going to reach that why? The why that has driven me up until the last 2 weeks has been for me to live a life of freedom with my family by sharing and helping others, and to eventually become a stay-at-home mom, which is what I did in 15 months. So that is the first thing you need to do, is to identify your why. That why should be so big, so huge, that literally when you wake up in the morning, it's the very first thing you think of. And before you go to bed, it's the last thing you pray for at night. And I mean that sincerely, because if your why is not big enough to drive you every single day, you will not do the two most important things in Plexus success, which is to be persistent and to be consistent. So what do I mean by that? I mean that you must be consistent in sharing with others. You may do that on Facebook. You may do that on text messaging. You may do that on email. However you do it, the important thing is that you're doing it consistently. You also have to be persistent. You have to forge ahead. You have to push through the highs and the lows, and you have to remember what your goal, your vision, and your dream is to get you where you're going. So that's the number one thing, is to be persistent and consistent in following your why. The second thing that you need to do is you need to be transparent with people. What do I mean by that? I simply mean that you need to literally dig deep and share your heart with people. Don't try to sell them anything. That's not what we do with Plexus. We share Plexus with other people. If you are trying to sell the products that Plexus has, you are missing a huge opportunity. I've never sold a single product. I've shared products, I've shared stories, I've shared testimonies, and I've shared my heart, but I've never sold products to anyone. Because honestly, the products sell themselves. There's nothing you have to do to sell them other than to just tell the stories of lives that have been changed with our products. So you need to be transparent. You need to dig deep. You don't need to try to be a salesperson. I am not a salesperson at all. I am the farthest thing away from being a salesperson. I am truly the least pushy person you will ever meet. And yet I have been successful in sharing Plexus with other people. I took a bunch of notes, so you might see me looking down. I want you to do something else that's so important in your success, and that is I want you to be Plexus. What does that mean? That means to be positive, and it means to be part of the brand. If you do not own Plexus swag, if you do not have shirts or hats or sweatshirts or jackets, you need to get those things. They are so important in this business, and many people will walk up to you that you do not know and ask you about Plexus, and it opens the door to share your heart with them. You have to talk with passion about our products and what they've done for you and what they've done for other people. That leads me to a very, very important point, which is when you're first starting out with Plexus, many people don't know what to do. They don't know where to start because they don't have their own testimony. And this is what I want to encourage you to do. From the bottom of my heart, I want to encourage you to do this. You need to start sharing right away with people. Don't wait for your own testimony. Folks, Plexus products work. It's clear they do. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee, and you can read about the thousands and thousands of people that have been helped in many different ways with Plexus. Begin to share those testimonies right away with the people that you love and care about. Why? Because Plexus could literally change the life of someone that you know and that you love. Start with your friends and family, share with Facebook, and quit being so scared of failure. You're not going to fail. You're especially not going to fail if you're on this team, because I love and care about every single one of my ambassadors. I also want you to learn to be realistic. I think so many times people literally expect to be successful, expect to be able to pay for their products or be able to make a house payment within the first couple of days or even weeks of sharing Plexus. And the truth is that those stories do exist, but they're in the minority. You have to be realistic with the foundational building of your team and realize it's going to take time to build that foundation. You're not going to be an overnight success because people need to trust you. They need to see you. They need to know you. And you have got to give it some time and be persistent and consistent. The only way to fail in this business is to give up. So you are not going to fail. You will only succeed if you persevere. I want to give you some numbers just from my own journey so that you can kind of realistically see where I started to where I am now. As I said, I've been in Plexus 15 months and I started in March. In June of 2014, just a few months later, I had 25 people on my team. By the end of August, I had 60. And by the end of November, I had over 150 people on my team. And I was a senior gold ambassador. I was frustrated at that point. I wanted to be moving up the ranks faster, and I wasn't getting there. But the truth of the matter is I never gave up. I never doubted myself, and I continue to persevere and share with passion and love other people. And in December, I promoted to a Ruby ambassador. Only a few months later, I am sitting before you with almost 800 people on my team, and I am an Emerald ambassador. I drive a free Plexus Lexus. I'm going to Maui with my husband for 7 days in September, and my why has been met. I am staying home with my girls. I resigned my teaching position, and I get to be a stay-at-home mom, and I get to send them to private school. What I'm telling you is you don't give up right before you meet a goal. You're going to have frustrations. You're going to have lows. You're going to have highs. But through those all, you have to remain confident in your vision, and you have to persevere. I want to talk to you about something that's sometimes hard for people to understand and even harder for them to actually put into practice, and that's sacrifice. If you think for 1 minute that I'm sitting before you as an Emerald ambassador because I just skated through and was lucky, you are so wrong. I taught full-time while building a business with Plexus, and I literally worked every single day on my business and every single weekend on my business to get where I am. Am I telling you you have to do that? No, I'm not telling you that because honestly, it has to be your choice. But what I'm telling you is if you are planning to succeed in Plexus, you will have to make sacrifices. You will have to give up time with your family. You may have to miss some of your children's events. And if you are unwilling to do that, you need to understand that your timeline will look much differently than mine does. You have to be realistic. If you're willing to make those sacrifices and you're willing to put in the time and invest in people, your business will grow beyond your wildest dreams. I am a pleaser. I want people to like me. I want everyone to see me for who I am and know that I'm a genuine person. But I'm going to be really transparent with you right now. You're going to meet people in this business who are not going to like you. You're going to meet people along the way while you're sharing about Plexus that are not going to like you. And you're going to face something that comes with success. You're going to face jealousy of the people in your life. I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm simply telling you the truth. You have to brace yourself for those things. Guys, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about you. You have to know where your heart is. And if your heart is in the right place, God knows. And that's the most important thing. I faced jealous family members. I have faced jealous friends or people that I thought were my friends, and I have definitely faced jealous coworkers. But you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter because I met my why and I get to be home with my children, and my family will always come first. And you have to persevere through those hard times and realize not everyone's going to like you and not everyone is going to say yes. You're going to hit walls over and over again, and you're going to hear a lot of no's in this business. But guys, where there is one no, there are so many yeses. You just have to be the messenger. Do not allow anyone to steal your joy. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt Plexus. For I am telling you, our company is amazing. We are based on integrity, and the leaders of this company have God first. And that is what I know from every single event I have attended. Every single person that stands up on a stage and talks about their journey includes God in it, and it's amazing. If you are wanting to grow yourself as a leader, I want to make a suggestion. You got to invest in yourself. You've got to give yourself some personal growth room, and you've got to understand that there's going to be something amazing that happens. You're going to change through this journey. I have grown more in the 15 minutes with Plexus than I have in my entire teaching career personally, because I've actually taken time to invest in myself. What does that mean? My prayer time is definitely stronger than it's ever been. I have relied on God for this entire journey, and I do believe that He has honored my faithfulness. I do tithe regularly. I do believe that God honors faithfulness. You also need to read. If you do not know anything else from this video, I want you to know this. Get John Maxwell's book, Failing Forward, because you are going to fail forward in this business and it will encourage you. In fact, all of John Maxwell's books are amazing. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership is another amazing book to read and study. There are tons of network marketing books out there that you can also read. The Flip Flop CEO is great. Beach Money is an amazing book. Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins, who is another fellow kindergarten teacher, is an amazing book as well. If you need suggestions, please do not hesitate to ask me. I want to encourage you to do one thing for me. I want you to invest in yourself, and I want you to persevere, and I want you to be consistent in your journey. And what will happen is that we will be diamond ambassadors together. I hope you are blessed.